So, we're going to go straight into it. You're joining us live on Maincall. Our first session is last season. So we're going to go back in time before poLAND, before playoffs of the season. Let's go to the pre-season of last season, if that makes sense. So let's go to that first. Going into that, we had some roster changes. So obviously this is a long time ago, but you're going to have to remember this. Let me rustle my paper here. So going back to the start of last season in the pre-season, Eon, we got some questions. What happened with the player swaps? You lost Sale and Junu, and I've got here that you've got Flick and SNH coming in. What happened there? Give us the rundown.
We were supposed to play with SNH the season before and for Uberfest, but he was busy during LAN, so we played with Sale instead for the season. And then Sale had to leave the team because dude, this is so long ago.
It's long ago.
Because he had to study. It's so long ago. And then he had to leave the team because he had to focus on his studies. And departed by mutual agreement. We'll say that.
Yeah, that sounds quite interesting. Let's dive into this. What do you mean mutual agreement? What happened there?
Some problems had with us, and we had some problems with him. So
what kind of problems?
We parted our separate ways. Some screaming, some shouting. This goes on.
Right.
We don't like that.
Would you say that
Nah.
the way to describe this, right? How would you describe your scout coming in? Upgrades, downgrades, side grades?
Flick was an upgrade. Flick was a big upgrade. He made us play a lot better as a team. He could do the things that we wanted Unit to do, but he could do them like a lot quicker. Like every time we have to ask Flick to make an adjustment in how he plays, he'll do it. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it took like 2 months to like just before LAN, but he like gets there in the end. And Unit was
did he mold well? Did he mold well? Because obviously in that team you got to be able to mold. You got to be able to gel with the people in that team. If they don't like you, I know those guys. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Okay. So did he gel? Do you think?
He gelled. I think the biggest rift happened at LAN, to be honest. There's an incident regarding Korean fried chicken. And after that, the big break in the bond happened.
Well, we'll go on to LAN later on, because of course we're on last season's pre-season. Yeah. We're currently in the time.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
So I've got another thing on my list here. We've got a swap out here. We've got Mandem. Ryan joined in on Mandem here. So lucky for us, we have got the legendary Mandem player, Fancy. What happened there with Ryan and who was it? Was it Lardox?
Ryan
wasn't it?
Came in for no. So let me go over this for you, Piggles. So we were getting Ryan in from the start because Haunts didn't want to play. Haunts was out. He was like, I don't want to play. I'm not enjoying the game. So we're like, yeah, well, boom, we'll get Ryan in. He's like the best Solly ever, right? We love Ryan. And then throughout the season, there's just speculations here and there. Lardox isn't playing good. He's not keen. He's not keen, right? So we're discussing this, and then we made the decision. You know what? Lardox isn't keen. He isn't keen enough. So you know what we did, Piggles? We got him out, and guess who came running back? Saying he's retired, saying, oh, I quit. Haunts comes running back. Oh, guys, I can play, like the idiot he is. We were about to get Demo, and then Haunts comes in and takes a spot. Because, he's a Mandem player, right? So we want an ex-Mandem player. We're about to go to LAN. We trust Haunts. Demo's 30, he's not that good anymore. So we got Haunts in. That's what happened. That's the brink of it. I won't go deep into detail because,
I think Kermit can relate to the Demo situation. So what I want to know, though, so we're making instant links here. So Lardox left. Haunts came crawling back. What does that insinuate there? Did anything happen there, or what happened?
You never know behind the scenes. I mean, all I know is what I know,
It sounds like you know a lot, because let's bear in mind you're behind the scenes here.
Yeah, but I mean behind the scenes. You never know. Haunts and Lardox can be out for each other. You never know. I mean, they aren't out for each other. I know that, but
there's only one person that can be top dog, right? So
yeah, I mean, Lardox is kind of disappointed, but he also didn't really care that much. You know, he's like, fine, I'll step out. You know, I'm not good enough. I'm shit at the game, whatever. You know, so Haunts came in. Haunts stepped up. Haunts just as bad, to be honest. So I don't know why we got him. Should have got Demo, but yeah, I mean, he stepped up for LAN at least. But season, that guy was so bad, and we should.
We'll say it obviously paid off further down the line. But
Yeah.
if we stick with the season, let's go on to the results then. So on to the results. For the main season, Mandem was top of the table going into playoffs.
Oh,
and then if we look at the highlights, so it was Mandem first, Dirty Maggot second, Kek Minoin Samurai, which is the worst name I've ever seen. That's the Mac team. And then the Ender Pearls in fourth. You can see it on the screen. If we go to the highlights of what happened in that season. So one thing we've got here is Mac beat Mandem. So in the main season, the Kek Minoin Samurai, I'm just going to call them the Mac team because I hate that name so much. The Mac team managed to steal some points off Mandem. What happened?
We're not even the Mac team anymore.
Well,
sorry?
We're not even the Mac team anymore.
What does that mean?
We're not even the Mac team anymore. Mac doesn't organize. He's not the general. Let is the general. All Mac does is be the glue. Mac's only job in the team is just to be glue and to do bad calls on crits. All he does is the glue. It's not a Mac team anymore.
So no damage, no organizing. He's just the glue.
It just isn't the Mac team anymore. I think it's either the left team or the Eon team. Not even anymore. He's been usurped.
I don't think I've ever called it the Eon team.
I don't like the left team. I don't like the Eon team.
It's got to be the ring to the Mac team.
The Mac team.
It's got to be Mac team, isn't it?
It goes off your tongue, you know.
It's got to be Mac team.
Let's get back to the question.
Yeah, so what happened there? I mean, we've got two players on the opposing teams. Firstly, do you guys remember the map?
Yeah, product.
Of course.
Yep, of course. Classic.
Of course, really? There's a surprise.
Do you want to take the reins here, Eon? Do you want me to say my POV, then you say your POV?
I'll tell you what. Let's get the winner's perspective first. So, Eon,
go on, Eon.
How did that game go? Do you even remember the game?
It's pretty easy. SNH killed everyone. Not much else happened, I think. Actually, Sebs had a really good game. I think Sebs top fragged on the scout. Sebs had more kills than any of the scout mates on the server. Good player. Your thoughts, Fancy?
Okay.
Right. My thoughts is that it's woke. You're a bunch of losers. You played Sniper on one of the best maps ever without Sniper. So nice to play without Sniper. And you guys go Sniper because you want your little main season win. Even though you know you're going to get fourth in playoffs, you know you're not going to win. You just want to piss us off, right? And you did that. Well done. But it's woke. And Sniper needs to go. That class needs to go, and I'm sick of it. I don't know about you guys, but that class, oh my God, it's just, you just sit on China, just holding an angle. You don't even need to hit your shots, and you're just winning the game for your team. And SNH
that's obviously, that's doing the rounds, isn't it? And SNH is a great sniper. I mean, if you look at, are you saying get rid of Sniper for just products, or are you saying get rid of it for the whole season?
No, that was a bit of an outrage there. Sorry about that on my behalf, but they need to change product a bit so sniping's less strong, in my opinion. I think sniping's just too easy to play around, too easy to play, and they need to block off China or something. I don't know.
I mean, historically, it's always been strong.
Yeah,
Kermit. I mean, it's always been strong, isn't it? You've been around Yonks. I mean, you've seen you've seen all the goats come and go. You've seen the new age of goats. Just with LAN.
I've seen a little bit.
You've seen a little bit.
Yeah, there's a reason I've been silent. You're talking about last season. I saw the grand final, and that was it.
Well, we'll come to that. But on products, so on products, has it always been broken? What's your opinions on it as someone who's played the game for so long, products?
You can play against it. You just need your soldiers to get in, get aggro, and usually if they can get away with it, you can get a good trade. At worst, you can get a trade. Otherwise,
see, that's how I feel.
You're going to be dragging scouts back or the other soldiers at space. And
I feel exactly the same because you look at Witness; they did that at LAN, and I think it was most teams said it was impossible to play them when they had a sniper. Witness might actually feel differently, but playing against them with sniper the way they played, it's very, very powerful. It counters the sniper completely. So does that then throw in the argument? Well, actually, we don't need to do anything to nerf sniper. You just completely warp your playstyle around it when opposing it. That is. So Fancy, I don't know. Maybe
partially
Mandem are
agree.
playing
I'm
it wrong.
No, I partially agree. Winners are very good. They destroy Sniper easily. But I feel like regardless, not everyone is witness. Not everyone's witness. You know, I think they just
Well,
need to
not
tweak
everyone's
it a
Mandem,
little
though.
bit. That's true. That's you got a point. You got a point. But we stink in product. That's why we permabanned it the whole LAN. That's why we just didn't play it. You know.
Fair enough. So let's move on. Let's go on to. We've got a few more highlights just to quickly cover then. So one thing that this might be a sore spot for you, Fancy, so I do apologise. Mandem lost to
fine.
Dirty Maggots both times when facing them in the playoffs. So going on to that highlight, and then I suppose the results of the season. Was it a fluke? Are they dirty onliners who don't know how to play at LAN? Were you guys playing bad in the season? Give us your honest answer.
Well, first of all, they're onliners. I mean, not onliners. LAN, you know, they suck at LAN. They got fourth, so yeah, we know that. That's a given. It was a bit of a fluke. We just couldn't break glass. That's why we lost. That's literally it. We couldn't break glass, so we kind of deserved to lose. They weren't even good. We weren't good, but they were somehow better than us. You know, it's whatever, right? It happens.
It's a humble take.
We choke the big games whenever we have a big game. It happens, you know. But LAN were different, you know. I'm not a LAN dodger, so whenever I go to LAN, I always step up. So that's just how it is for me. I don't know about the rest of my team, but yeah.
It seems so, yeah. I mean, Eon, what did you think about Dirty Maggots? Let's say Dirty Maggots in the season.
They play so slow. They pop into every point. They just hold. They don't push. It's a complete walk fortress. They don't hold. They can't hold any point except last. It's unbelievable.
Yep.
Their soldiers, like one of them feeds, the other one like is the last person to die on mids. It's such a woke team.
Now, to be devil's advocate on that though, do you not think that's because of the config?
No, because they did the same in the regular. They would do the same in the regular season, and they played the same like even before the season. They have the same play style where they just play like insanely slow. They have no magic.
So
and their magic
got
less this season because they lost their two magic players who are Pig and Foxy.
Well, I'm not going to make a comment on that because I am a neutral host, but yeah, maybe. So
Maybe.
Right. Let's move on. So we've got the season covered. So Mandem second place in the playoffs, and then Dirty Maggots took the win. So let's move on then into poLAnd. So firstly, I mean, Kermit, how much of poLAnd did you watch?
Not a ton. David watched all of the grand finals as long as it went on. Actually, no, I watched. I'll say like maybe half a LAN. I watched like a bit of the Beaver stream as well, just for get some of the vibes.
Yeah. So I mean, I was mainly a spectator. My team didn't run deep into the LAN. I thought it was a really good LAN. I thought it was an S tier LAN if you were to like tier list it. Competition was great. The vibe was great. Let us know your thoughts! ! Maincall in the chat to send your opinions of what you think the LAN was like. Filtered ones get put through, obviously. Fancy, your first LAN. We got to ask because we're all numb to this, but let's talk about the LAN blues. Did you get LAN blues? Do you know what the LAN blues even are?
Is that like after LAN? Like
so yeah, LAN blues.
phase?
I mean, I had it for I-60. I had it for I-63, I-65, and I think it was Arcadia. And then I went numb. But those three, you come back from LAN and you're like, I really miss LAN, and I really miss the people, and I really miss the activities. I really miss LAN. And then you go like you're in like a day of just not depressed, but definitely a bit.
No, I definitely had that.
Not happy. Was it? How intense was it?
It wasn't intense. I mean, it was like, yeah, I miss them, you know. But it's just like I knew I was still excited to watch like the VOD and stuff I haven't seen, so I kind of didn't care that much. I was just like, I get to relax finally and just. But then the day after was when it mostly hit. You know, I was like, damn, I'm bored. Like I'm not doing anything. Like, what am I doing? I wasn't working. I was ill, so I was like just sitting in my chair watching YouTube. Like, oh, I can't feel that high that I had. You know, it's so hard to recover from that. I've recovered from it now. I've gone back to my normal life, like working and stuff. But
I mean, it's safe to say you had. Well, I think it's safe to say you had the best LAN experience someone could possibly have. Not only was it their first LAN, not only was, let's say, for example, prices of what's being offered at LAN are cheap.
Yeah.
You also went and won the thing on your first go. You got the fairy tale LAN experience.
So, I like to add, I went around and spoke to almost everyone. That was my goal. I wanted to speak to everyone, and I think I achieved that. So I didn't just play the game and win. You know, I actually did it while enjoying the experience. I stayed at the venue till late as well to make sure, you know, I lived up to it. Like I wanted to enjoy every moment of it, you know, and I did that. And I agree with you, Piggles. I think I had the perfect LAN, honestly. No
It's
ego or
the
anything.
perfect way to experience LAN. Have you got the bug? You going to more?
I'll definitely go to more if I'm like actively playing the game. I don't think I'd go as a spectator, but if I'm playing the game, I'd definitely go. It was very, very fun. So let's see how I wouldn't,
Eon,
you know?
what did you think the LAN was like?
It's really good. Even though this is one of my worst placings at LAN, I still enjoyed it a lot. It's up there with the first Uberfest, I think, in terms of LAN enjoyment. I enjoyed talking to like people there, and I enjoyed even though like my team didn't make it that far. I think we played good Fortress, and I played really good Fortress. Yeah, it's one of my favorite LANs that I've attended so far, and I've been to like 5, I think now. So
I thought it was a really good LAN.
It was a good one.
I thought it was really good LAN, but
Yeah.
say your team performance, you didn't do well. You didn't do well at all.
No, I was playing really well though. I played really well. I played really well.
Okay, you might have played well, but it clearly didn't translate,
points.
did it?
Dude, I played so well. I was the highest on the fantasy until after my team got eliminated. I was top fantasy points for the whole LAN until the end of Saturday when my team lost.
Fantasy's woke,
so
mate.
I don't know. I can't take it. It's not
Fantasy
woke.
is bloody woke.
It's objective
woke.
truth.
Fantasy
It's
needs to
objective
go.
truth.
They need to either change it and make it proper, or it needs to go. Fantasy's woke.
You just mad.
Fantasy in TF2. We don't need it.
Dude, halfway to the tournament, Mac had higher fantasy ranking than you. What's up with that?
Exactly. It's woke. It's broken. It's not right. It's not right. It's like the Ballon d'Or in football. If you win the World Cup, you win the Ballon d'Or. Like, I won't go to football. I'm not going to wear football. Sorry, I was about to go on a football rant.
Did I win the Ballon d'Or?
It's ridiculous.
Did I win the World Cup? I didn't win the World Cup. I was still the highest because the numbers tell the truth.
Points. I swear, like
that was the highest medic. What does that say?
No offense, but I saw Jerkaz as like third on the score. Jerkaz. No offense, but
Jerkaz is a good player.
He's not a top 4 player. He doesn't deserve to be third on that list. Love Jerkaz.
Surely the only data that means is if you win or not. Surely that's all that means.
It's based on like stupid stats that don't even make sense. Like someone will have the most damage because they played more games. Like Logan and Lucas had way more damage than me because they played more games than me because they didn't make it to the final like I did in the upper bracket. Do you know what I mean? It's woke.
I've always said data means nothing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it means nothing. It needs to go.
Kermit, when you had stats before, like, look, I remember the old LANs with there was the awesome Team Fortress TV thing where it showed all the characters, their names, and then the stats. I mean, it was cool to look at. Did it mean anything?
I mean, it doesn't mean much, but it's indicative of performances if people are, LAN chokers, if they're just onliners or not. That's probably one of the biggest things I could say you could take from it.
So does that mean that Eon is not a LAN choker and he's the best because of the stats?
I don't know about the best, but definitely not an onliner.
All right, Eon. Here's the question.
Where's the rest of his team though? If like his stats are so good, what happened with the rest of them?
Well, that's a good point, but I think let's get this cleared up now. Eon, were you the best medic at poLAnd?
I was.
You think you were?
Yeah, I think I was the best medic at poLAnd.
That's an interesting take. Exclamation mark, you're listening to Maincall. Exclamation mark, Maincall in the chat for opinions on that. I'm sure there'll be an interested Auto. I'm sure there'll be an interested June. There might even be a Skiege listening. It's an interesting take. I don't think I disagree. But let's see what other people say. Fancy, you think it's absolute rubbish. You don't think those stats mean a thing.
Yep. Woke. Nonsense. Needs to go.
And Kermit, you're neutral to it.
Yeah.
Cool. So
that reminds me. Sorry to butt in here. Sorry, Zoe in the group stage game started talking about, oh guys, let me get these kills. I need my fantasy points. Dude, like, Oh, see, this is
Well,
so
I
for me.
actually remember, yeah, Eon. I was stood behind Eon, and he was doctoring games to forge his numbers on the fantasy league. So actually, yeah, you're right.
Around their like stats and stuff. Like, imagine Zoe was doing like the grand final. He wouldn't have gone sniper and killed Auto and Lucas and got us that round because he would have been trying to farm his kill to death ratio or whatever he's doing. You know.
That's an interesting
It's
take.
way-
We got Alov that said actually that Skis had 7 drops at LAN. And Eon had, I don't know how many.
Ooh.
Well, that was in one game. Eon, did you ever get 7 drops in a game or even online in a game?
I don't think I've ever had 7 drops in a night of scrims like Skis does. Like Skis did in this series. It's very interesting.
Interesting. And they managed to get the chocolate medal. They managed to get 3rd place off it.
Yeah. Well, that's
Well, what does that
because
mean for
Skis
that
have better
team?
tools to work with. Skis have better tools to work with. I have to play with Leth and Stills to explode on every stalemate. Every time we sack one, we end up losing 4 players for some reason. And every time we need to take a fight, Flick calls nothing. And then 2 minutes after the game's over, he says, "Oh, I was calling my heart out." What's up with
Who said that?
It's so weird. It's so weird. Flick.
Who said they were calling their heart? Flick said they were calling their heart out.
Flick says that after not calling for 3 fights in a row during the game that we lose, and then he starts blaming us. It's so
I was
so
standing
strange.
behind. I can vouch for Eon here. I was standing behind
Unbelievable.
the Mac team in their game versus the Americans. I didn't hear a word out of Flick's stupid little mouth. All I heard was Mac beast comms calling his damage, calling his team, and Eon hitting God serves. The rest of the team, silence. Left was playing well. Shout out Left.
So does this mean Flick's the
said.
choker in that team? Is that what that is? Because you did all right online. This is I suppose going back to those highlights, you beat Mandem online. I mean, it was product of your We've just discussed the sniper. Is he an onliner? Is Flick an onliner?
Yep.
I'm not saying he's an onliner, but he's an onliner.
Well, we heard it here first. So whilst we floated the idea of the Americans, let's actually talk about them. Firstly, shout out to the Americans, because the ones that went anyway were incredible to speak to. I meant much alcoholic liquid was consumed with the Americans. They were great to talk to. I think most Americans are quite personable. They always have a lot to say. They're always a lot of conversation back and forth with them. But the ones that came to land especially, I mean, shout out to those guys. They were awesome. The White Lotus guys, they came in as a mixed team. I mean, Eon, you're a bit of an oracle. I don't know about you guys, but you know anything about American TF2, or at least the current state of it. How good are they in America? Because they came here and they've pulled out a 3rd place against some teams that are not. Bear in mind, they're a mixed team, right? Or am I getting this completely wrong?
I think they were playing most of the players were playing the LAN before, like the last NA LAN, the local one. I think most of them were on the same team, but they changed like 1 or 2 players. So I wouldn't say they're like a complete mix. And all of the players have been playing together for a while, so I wouldn't say it's like a complete mixed team. It's not like some 600 players just play together.
These guys have played together for like 10 years.
Team.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I know. I mean, I know some. I know some of the names, but that's it. That's all I know about them. But say they got 3rd place at LAN. They were really cool dudes after all the games were played. And who did they lose to in the end? It was Witness that knocked them out, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But was it a nail biter? I can't even remember anymore. I mean, I think it was. It went all the way, didn't it?
I think.
And how did you find it fancy against the Americans?
Well, I mean, I didn't play great myself, so I didn't really enjoy it. But they didn't exactly impress me. They are kind of a mixed team, so it doesn't surprise me. But DM wise, I expected them to just be the best. You know, I expect them to just use their DM and just walk in through chokes and kill everyone. But they were kind of just walking through chokes and not killing everyone, if that makes sense. But I was playing bad. I had the chance to literally obliterate them in that game, but I was playing bad, so I didn't. But you know, it's fine. I can save it for the next time I play them. They won't be prepared for my true power. You know what I mean? So
I know exactly what you mean. So I suppose with the Americans doing well, they took what would you say that the Dirty Maggots? I hate using the word deserved, but should they have been 3rd place?
Ian, no.
Okay, fantasy thing. I mean, Dirty Maggots, they like threw the 2nd map. They could have taken the series in 2 maps. But it's not about what you deserve, it's about what you get. You don't always get what you want, but
I'm ready to
you
answer.
get what you deserve. That's it.
Okay, so you think that they deserved the 4th place? Fancy, what are your opinions?
I think Americans deserved 3rd, 100%. Dirty Maggots didn't deserve 5th. I think the Mac team deserved 5th. I think the Mac team was better. Leave it at that.
We got 6th. We got 5th. Dirty team got 4th, bro.
You think the Mac team was better?
Yeah, I thought they were. You know, they had good games here and there. You know, they got us into that 1st seed spot when they got that round off the Americans. I mean, it's close, but Dirty Maggots, I don't like that Haram playstyle that they bring
Bad
out.
play style. I mean, we've got some interesting points in the chat. They're saying if they had deserved 3rd, they would have gotten it. Another person asking about Witness Gaming. I suppose let's move on to this incredible grand final. Even as a spectator, I mean, I usually am so gone, I don't watch the final, or at least I don't remember it. Kermit, you said you watched all the final. Ranking out of 10 for the final?
In what regard? Skill, entertainment, the overall package?
Let's say all of it.
Maybe like a 7.
Really? See, I was going to say like a 8 or 9.
That's like, no, I don't know, man. Like, I've obviously why am I here? You know, in some regards, like, I've been out the game for years. I think I've played like one season, like half season last year with this new config. I don't know. Like, the config just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I don't have any solutions, but I'm not a big fan of like the state of the game basically right now.
We'll move on to that later. Let's talk a little bit more about the final because we've not discussed that. So, I mean, Kermit, here's a question. Were you expecting Witness to ever lose? Were you expecting them to just leave before they lost?
I heard some rumors about maybe a player staying out all night drinking before. I don't think it was the night before the grand finals, but I heard rumors about that. And then maybe I'd say like 80% expected them to win, but then the 20, like, they didn't play the season. Like, they maybe scrimmed a bunch during the season. We didn't play any Dota, so I imagine we probably scrimmed quite a bit. But it was always there. The chance was always there that they were going to lose. Like, after not like, especially like Mandem coming in, like, yeah, second in the grand final, but like, where we're Witness, you know, just not playing.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I mean, how was it compared to Arcadia? Eon, you might know this. Did you watch? You weren't.
I think it was faster. It was, yeah, I watched the final at Arcadia though. I think it was better than the Arcadia finals, to be honest. In terms of like story-wise, it was more interesting. I think the games were like a bit quicker as well. I think Arcadia was a really slow final. Here we had like the bigger game. I think bigger game was one of the most interesting games. But yeah, I'd put this as one of the better finals of TF2. Big fan.
And there's only one person in this call that participated in such a good grand final. I mean, Fancy.
Yep.
You took down the Titans, the behemoths of Witness Gaming. What, from your perspective, did you guys play great? Did they play bad? Be honest here.
Well, I thought we played amazing. I thought we played the best I've seen us play in probably ever, I'll be honest. Like, Haunts was playing out his mind. Zoe was hitting everything with Sniper. You know, great. My team was great. But Witness, Jesus, they were not themselves. They weren't themselves. You could tell. If you were at the LAN,
so who was it?
A certain player.
Who was it in Witness Gaming? There must be someone.
Well, there's not a specific person, but I think a certain player wasn't as locked in as he could be, and that caused team outrage amongst the players, and the chemistry just wasn't there like it has been for the past however many years. You know, I'm not going to put any names out there,
if that chemistry was there, were you gonna win? Were you gonna win?
I think we still would have won, but it could have gone anyway. Witness might have won. It's like 50-50, you know. But we were playing amazingly, so I'm so proud of us. I don't want to take that away from my teammates. You know, they played amazing. But Witness clearly weren't themselves. You could tell, and obviously played into our favor.
I think the people opinion is that Mandem stepped up. I don't think it was a Witness throw. I think Mandem just played better. That's what I think
we did. Yeah, no, I think we did. I don't know. I played against last time I played against Witness in an official game was actually a while ago. It's when I was playing with you, Piggles. So I guess I don't really know how good they were, but playing against them and watching them, when you watch them, it feels like they're like invincible. And then playing versus them, it didn't feel like that. And maybe that's just because we were playing great. I don't know. But
well, you've been
I'd say
playing
it's
for
a
a
bit of
long.
both. I'd say it was like Mandem definitely did step up, but like Witness didn't. There was something
Right.
off. You could see from watching them. I don't know. I couldn't say right now what it was without going back and watching again, but they were definitely not the Witness that we know.
So, I mean, we'll go on to. I'll tell you what, we'll go on about next season and the future, I suppose, further down the line. I don't want to start going into whether they're alive, other teams alive, because we'll go on about it in a bit. Let's move on. We got a section, as we were mentioning earlier. We're going to move on. We're just gone past 9:30 now on Maincall.
oh,
If you have any thoughts, ! Maincall. We're going to move on to the state of the game now.
The
So,
state.
that's
This absolute shambles
of the game.
Oh, I love a game.
Right, so here on State of the Game, we are going to discuss the current configs. So I've got a section here that I want to talk about. I mean, this section here is quite interesting. I was at LAN and I saw some interesting configs. And I'm not talking the game config. I'm not talking about funny maps. I am talking about player configs. I saw some interesting stuff. So not only did I see stuff, I've heard rumors of being able to hear stuff in the game, like robot footsteps for spies. I'm talking, I was seeing Uber tracking stuff of timers. I was seeing big, massive shadows. I want your thoughts on this. Kermit, is that God's TF2?
Some is, some isn't. I think what the robot footsteps, that's like the old exploit. You could have every footstep would be metal, because it was the loudest footsteps you could get. That's banned in ETF2L, I remember that. I got banned a while ago. The shadows, I don't know, that's kind of just on Valve, that's just the game being shit. I don't know.
Well, we've got an interesting chat. I mean, Lef is in the chat. Shout out to Lef from the Kekminoin Samurais. What a bloke, what a geezer. He has put blatant abuse of shadows from certain individuals. I wish we knew who that was. I wish we knew who that was. We need to name and shame. We need to get that out there. I don't think it's right. I think it needs to be a ban. I don't know how we fix that. I don't know how the admins fix that. It's not for us to fix, I suppose. It's for us to call out. Eon, opinions on these dodgy configs?
Ban shadows, ban all shadows. Enforce commands on players' clients, so there's no shadows. Shadows don't add anything to the game. They just make you see through walls on some maps. And on some maps they do nothing. So just ban all shadows. I think that's the easiest solution.
So what is
So
it?
what I'm
Is
hearing
shadows
is-
the main thing from the dodgy configs?
I think it's the worst offender. What do you think,
Fancy.
Fancy?
Is the spy thing still in the game where you can like modify the decloak sound to be really loud? Someone could have been using that, no one would know.
Yes. I think it's still in the game, and like, because they don't know how to fix it, I think. That's why it's still about. Fancy, what are your opinions on the configs?
I think you guys need to relax. Shadows are a feature in the game. You can't change a feature that's been in the game since its release. It's a feature. You're gonna have to deal with it. Shadows are shadows. There's shadows everywhere. There's shadows everywhere in every game, in person, everywhere. They're just shadows.
Yeah, but hang
guys.
on a minute, because in
Relax.
every game and in person, shadows are not going through walls where people are hugging walls.
See, okay, that is obviously your issue. Like that should be reworked. But you shouldn't ban shadows. That's ridiculous. And again, I'm gonna go back to this. My favorite word. That's woke. In my opinion, game's gone. We're banning everything. We're literally banning everything. I think we should bring back the market gunner as well. I just want to say that that weapon is awesome. High risk, high reward. You get sick clips of it. Shadow shouldn't be banned. Solomon Val shouldn't be banned. It makes medics play more risky. You know, like risky.
Nah, I completely.
Going in a
We'll
risky
we'll
direction.
get onto whitelist, but that is mental. I mean, player configs. Let's stick to that. Banning shadows. We're not saying banning shadows, but surely a fix of the shadows. Surely.
Yeah, definitely needs to be fixed. Seeing through the walls is ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, but we can't just ban shadows. Come on, it's shadows.
All right. Well, we've got a mixed opinion. Let's go on to that whitelist then. So I'm going to say it. That's solemn vow. I want that gone. I don't want that in the game. I am sick to death of not being able to fake health. I am sick to death of being able to pretend that I have Uber when I'm actually at 90 and we're going in, because I don't want to get nuked on the door. I don't want the med to scream my percent because they just flick their mouse over me and suddenly my percent is massive on their screen. I want that solemn vow gone. Eon, fellow med main, opinions.
I'm kind of, to be honest, I'm kind of indifferent to the solemn vow. I don't think it makes the game worse in any way, really. To be honest, it adds some stuff, but it adds like some stuff for med to do. Like the only thing that you're removing is the ability to go Ubersaw and do the things that like you like doing on trades, for example. Also, like, why are you pushing a narrative? Aren't you supposed to be a neutral host?
What's
going
neutral,
on,
but
Pig?
I can have an opinion, but I'm neutral.
Oh, Piggles.
So let's keep the opinions aimed at the game, because the main call is all about the
my
game.
Apologies. my apologies.
Kermit, opinions on the solemn vow. I don't think
yeah.
it's right. I don't think it's right. I don't think it makes the game so much easier for Medic. Like just what Haunts has said in the chat, Eon just doesn't know how to count Ubers. Maybe that's what it is. Is that what it is, Eon? You just don't know how to count to 40 seconds. Because that's all you need to do. I don't know. I think that's all it is. It's not hard. All of this game is just one big timing. Everything in this game is timing. There's a clock in your head. You get it from playing more, and that's all the game is. Why need the solemn vow unless you don't have that clock?
I played the game Nazi. I don't have the cheater medic HUD thing that I saw some medics use.
I agree with that. I agree with that. That is awful.
But I think that HUD element should be gone. Like from that, that's
Absolutely
really weird to me.
I mean, Mr.
Also,
Slim
the Mr. Slim metronome should, yeah.
The metronome. I mean, come on. Surely you don't need that. That is just mental. Kermit, opinions on the solemn vow?
I think it's okay. Like, it does, like, take out a big chunk of, like, skill for Medic of actually counting Ubers in your head, but then it also can help you. It's really beneficial when you're playing against a Medic that, like, isn't building well. You can, instead of having to learn how well teams build, you can just see it. You can just know. Okay. Also, I'm just going to answer Charlie's question and say stock. He's been asking stock or original for ages. Stock.
Stock or original. I mean, every soldier is using the original, right? I don't know why. Eon's a jumper main. Eon, why is everyone using the original?
Easy to spam in it. Easy to jump. That's it.
There we go. That's it. Cool. Happy days. Anyone else want to mention the whitelist for items?
What's all the base jumper tech?
Okay.
Oh, the base jumper. That's true.
So, opinions on that? You think it's stupid?
OP. Everyone's saying it's OP. It's just stupid. It's like a gimmick. I don't think it needs to be banned. I mean, I think it is stupid, but it's not OP. You know, you can work around it. It's just a parachute at the end of the day. You just have high ground for a little bit longer.
I heard even from Geordie himself, who coined. I'd like to say he coined the parachute. Really, he was the one that used it more often than usual. He said it was broken.
Nah, to be fair, he did beat us playing the parachute in the final. Like, I think he was actually on perma parachute at one point, like throughout a whole map. But I think it's OP. I don't think it's broken. Like, he's slow. You can hit him quite easily. I don't know. He's like good for last holds. I think it's good for last holds, but that's it. Maybe for last holds, but I don't know. I think it's just a weapon. You know, it's just a parachute. It's nothing special. It's not broken. Yeah. My opinion.
Interesting. Right. I suppose we move on. We've got another section here. The game config, the Banny config. Opinions.
I love the Banny config.
You love the Banny config. So as a spectator, I loved the Banny config. Playing it, I didn't really care for it, but spectating, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's perfect for good games, like big games, you know. I think for regular games like we did at LAN, having the regular config in the group stage games and having Banny config for the playoff games is perfect, in my opinion, because it makes the team that wins actually win. You know, they have to win a round to win the game, and that's just perfect. That's what you want, you know. You don't want to win.
I don't know. I mean, I've got an opinion here. I've got Voxy. Voxy texted in. Voxy actually said the Banny config is bad. No one is taking transition fights out of last. No reason to push on an unfavorable point. So it's just the same fights on repeat, stuck at last, reset. Same fights on repeat, stuck at last.
That's when you play those people
repeat.
like Dirty Maggots. This is where we go to Dirty Maggots of their haram playstyle. They don't do anything.
But is that the playstyle, or is that because the config that's the best way to play that config?
But no, because they got 4th at LAN. It's not the best way to play that config, because when teams actually know how to push last, like we didn't, unfortunately, in the online final, they just win. They sit on last, and they win the game because the other team can't push. When a team learns to push, they win the game. It's stupid. Dirty Maggots, haram, bastard playstyle. I hate it, and it's not good.
Well, we'll see what happens. Eon, you're tilted. What's your opinion on the Banny config? Eon has gone.
What happened to Eon?
Eon has gone. I think we mentioned the solemn vow, and that Eon's just had it. I don't think he's coming back now. He's sick of it.
He said
interesting.
His phone was on 20%, didn't he? Oh god.
20%. It didn't last. Kermit, Banny config. Yay or nay?
As someone that doesn't actively play, I'm going to refrain from a hard commit. It's got its ups and downs. Like, you get to see more mid fights because there's more round resets, so like that's fun to see as a spectator. But like, it's kind of just really, I don't know. Like the defending team, you just have to hold for a minute, and then you just get second back, and then just a mid fight for free, or just holding last against a team that clearly can't push last. Like, it punishes them for not being able to push last, but then it also just rewards you for sitting on last and doing nothing. I don't know. It's.
I agree. I think the Dirty Maggots were playing the config how the config is to be abused. I think that's the way the config's built. They need to change that config. I don't think
they got 4th.
I don't think you can play a game.
Why did they get 4th,
they got 4th. I mean, they got 4th, but you're still moaning about the playstyle.
I am, but that's them. Us, Witness, and Americans didn't play like that, and we succeeded because of that. If they want to sit there and play that playstyle, they can. It's one team. They're not going to change the whole narrative. They're not the best team in the world. Maybe if Witness Gaming were doing it, everyone would start doing it. But that's not the case.
So what happened with the Maggots at LAN? I mean, was it them playing like that? Because they didn't change their playstyle at LAN, I don't think. They did well at the season. So what was it? Was it player choke? Was it the way they played? What do you reckon?
I think it's the way they played. They don't they have some very good players on that team, and they don't abuse that fact. They sit on last, and that's how they play. They don't push, they don't fight, and they lost because of it. I mean, that's just the truth. If we're going to try and avoid the truth, I don't know. Come on, guys, it's clear. Like, we know that's why they got 4th. They're not playing the game.
I agree. I don't like the playstyle. I think it was right for that config, but I don't like the playstyle. I don't think you've got to speculate to accumulate, and there's no speculation there. Let's move on. We've got a section for transfers. So let's go to section transfers.
Attention all listeners, the following announcements are for all transfers.
So this is the player transfers. We're talking about the people that have moved and chopped and changed all around the different teams. There's not many because there's a new section and there's a wide time frame that we've sort of slotted in here. But one thing I've picked up, Auto has left all teams on ETF2L.
Oh.
This is recent. What does this mean about Witness Gaming? So does anyone have any information? Does anyone know?
Well, I can tell you, Auto never stops playing. So when he's leaving teams, that could mean disaster for Witness Gaming. Disaster. Auto isn't exactly the stand-up player on that team. He isn't exactly the best player on that team. But Auto's the glue. He plays the game every single day. That's why he's on the best team in the world, right? Or second best team in the world. But yeah, I mean, Auto loves TF2. He's never going to stop playing until he's like pushing 40, I reckon. So when he's leaving, that's bad news.
Serious news.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, we got another one coming in here. Not only has he left the podcast, he's also left Kek Minoin Samurai. Eon is no longer on that roster. That was 2 weeks ago from today. You're joining us live on Maincall, by the way. Exclamation mark Maincall for all opinions.
Yep.
Why has Eon left that team? I really wish he was here. I really want to know.
I'm here.
I mean,
I am here.
Eon,
Hello.
Eon, You've come from the heavens. Why don't you
I've come
explain
from
to
the
us what has happened? Well, you've left your team.
This was bad. Just had to, like, I saw like if June can leave her team, why can't I? Like her team's a lot better than me, and then she's like fine with leaving it, then I'll just leave my team as well. I think what's the point? No point
But the
playing.
thing is, June actually came back in the end. I mean, we didn't actually touch on that.
I did
Do you
come.
wanna
I
talk
came back
about
for
that?
LAN as well.
Oh, so did you leave before LAN?
Yeah, I left before LAN.
Oh, I see. So you were pointing out what June did.
Yeah, I was showing solidarity with my fellow medic man, and now Otto's doing the same. You just
All
have to
medics are on
respect it.
strike. That's what's going on. The medics are on strike. Everyone's leaving. There's no medics.
Exactly.
The game's dying. That's what we're doing right now. We're killing the game because of dirty maggots. Disgusting playstyle. I like it. I'm going to leave Mandem.
So what happened? What happened with June Fancy? It's a bit of news that not many people know. We know that June left for a bit and then came back. People said they exploded.
I'm not going to get
obviously
into
not
it,
literally.
Piggles.
You're not
I'm
going to
gonna
get into it.
No.
No,
I'm not
why?
gonna get
Why
into
is
it.
that? Were you the reason?
No, it's just there's. I can't get into it, because it's stupid. It's just a stupid scenario. It should have never happened, and everything
It comes
was fine
across
at
as very stupid. It comes across as really weird because you've come to the LAN and then won the thing, which is what complicated why they left in the first place. If you don't want to talk about it, we won't talk about it. I just think it'd be really interesting for
let's
everyone
just
to
say,
know, but that's fine.
Let's just say I wasn't happy, Piggles. I was fuming. All right, so that's why I don't want to get into it because I was angry, right? So I just have bad thoughts about that. I have bad thoughts. I don't have any positive thought. Like I need to be PR for once in my life and not get into it.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
Piggles.
That's fine. That's fine. Last bit about the player transfers. Tiram, Alov, and Junu. We have a phone in from Mac.
Oh.
Mac,
Wait,
are
Mac,
you on the
come in.
line?
Hello.
Oh,
Welcome
Hello,
to the main call.
testing.
Thank you so much for calling in. You're currently live on the main call, so keep it PG, please. I mean, we're currently on about player transfers. One thing that came up during this podcast, I mean, Eon has actually stated that the LAN performance was horrific, and he played the best at LAN, and you guys didn't on your team. What happened?
Well, the way I see it, is he's played properly for once in his life, and now he's set his eyes on greener pastures. He wants to move away. That's what I've heard.
Has he officially left your team?
That's what I've heard, but I don't know. We're working on that. Trouble is, there were some disagreements with Flick, so I think we're gonna have to bring it up with him.
So who's the problem here? Who are you wanting to keep? Do you want to keep Eon, or are you thinking that actually Flick's more valuable? What's going on here?
Hold on, my CD player, it's really loud. All right, no, I can't. I'm talking to my sporting directors, and we're going to be making some decisions soon.
Who are making the decision? I mean, is it you or is it the people above you? Are you shackled by someone else?
I feel like I've been cut off
by someone else. You're not cut off.
I can't hear a thing.
Mac, if you can hear us.
Cakes.
All right, Mac has left the line. Cut him off. Short but sweet for Mac, as he always is. So let's go to next season, and then we're wrapping this up. Mandem, are you playing?
I have no idea. I'll be honest. I have no idea right now.
Really?
So, sorry. Yeah, no idea.
Surely you're going to play. You've just won a LAN, man.
Season? We don't know. LAN? I don't know. We haven't even talked. We haven't talked. We need to talk. It's actually just no idea right now, unfortunately.
Wow, that's a shock to me. I mean, winning a LAN of this, like an S tier LAN, what I like to say, and you may not play next season. That's a bit crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there were plans beforehand, Piggles, and we just got to see what happens. Maybe some plans will change. Maybe this was going to happen regardless of the LAN result. Like what?
Right, it was already wow. That's a brave maneuver. Dirty Maggots. Do we have any info on Dirty Maggots? So Mandem are a maybe. Probably not is the vibe I'm getting. Dirty Maggots. Does anyone know about the Dirty Maggots? What's going on there? I mean, bot mode came in and jumped in for the LAN. So I'm assuming he's not going to play for another season. Does anyone know?
I might have some information about that.
Are you allowed to spill the information?
I think so. I think Bottom doesn't want to play in Europe anymore. Av's quitting this time for real, not like the other 5 times he's quit the game. And I believe him. I'm encouraging him to quit the game because he needs to sort his
You're
life out and
encouraging
get a job for once. He does need a job. Yeah, he has been jobless for way too long. And Ken has no wrists anymore. Ken like sacrificed his wrists to only for an online final. So I don't know why you do that.
So
Now
there's a
Jody
lot
has-
of players.
Yeah.
A lot of players not playing. Interesting. So that team's dead in the water. Okay. Kekmino and Samurai. I mean, Eon, are you still playing TF2?
We're in bloody shambles. I haven't played the game except for like 3 lobbies 2 days ago. That's it. But the team's in shambles. We're gonna have a meeting
I
with
mean-
our sporting directors and see what's up.
You have a meeting. It sounds like there's a lot of being sort of on a leash with your sporting directors. So I hope it's not one of those situations where you're sort of at the mercy of the people that don't really know what they're talking about with the game and they're just all about the finances.
There's some contract problems. It's very complicated. I can't.
I
get
mean,
into
you
all the
guys have
detail,
been
but we're gonna have a meeting.
you guys have been together for ages. You're all close friends. Surely it can't be a shambles.
It can.
It can.
It can. It can.
It definitely
It
can.
can. So maybe for Kekmino and Samurai. I mean, okay, here's the team we've not talked about. The Ender Pearls. 3rd place last season, I want to say.
Onliners.
Onliners. Didn't get, I mean, there is a goat in that team called Andy Dude that a lot of people talk about. I've gone against
Overrated.
him. He's like a overrated. Do you think he's overrated? I don't think he's overrated.
Overrated. That's what I say. He's bloody overrated. He is. Plays
George,
like
I don't know.
pugs. Takes trades. He gets good logs because he has good aim and he takes trades all the time. He does what I do in pugs. I just play for my logs. And Andy Dude he's the potential to be a very good player, but from what I've seen, he still is stuck in this same play style. And I don't see him changing. Until he changes, I'm going to say he's overrated, unfortunately.
That's fair enough. Adapting is the main element of being a good Team Fortress 2 player, I suppose, but it also increases your longevity because he's only been in for a season or 2 for Premiership. So
Yeah,
for him
that's
to
true.
already be called a GOAT for a season or 2, that's what you
Overrated.
were fancy, or that's what you were called. You had that. You were being called a GOAT. Season 1, season 2 when you started playing in Prem.
Well, if I was a demo playing versus me back then, I would have said the exact same thing. I was very overrated. I just had DM, no brain. I played like a bot. I didn't think. I just abused my DM, and that's exactly what Andy Dude's doing. That's what I mean.
You've gone
In a
on
few
to win a
seasons'
LAN.
time- Well, yeah, that's seasons later. Right? I've been in Prem for what, almost 10 seasons now. Jesus, that's insane to say. But I'm not a new generation player anymore. I'm a veteran in the scene. You know, I've been here.
I
for
don't
a
know
while.
about that. I think a lot of people will. I don't know. I mean,
I've been here
Kermit.
for a while.
No, he's not a veteran.
Yeah, I don't think there's many people that are still around from when I started playing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not even a veteran. I've been around a long time. I'm not even a veteran. So you're way off fancy. Joey Guns. I mean, Tiram, Alov, Jonu, they left Joey Guns. So is that team done for?
I think so.
It's got to be. It's got to be. They've lost 3 players. Alien Workshop. Are they done for? Any rumors on them?
No idea. I think
No
that team's
idea,
gonna just play every
unfortunately.
LAN until there's no more LANs. That's what it
And
looks
that is
like. I think they
absolutely
just form like
respectable.
the season before LAN, then they die after LAN. I think that's the cycle of that team.
I like that. And then finally, The Sopranos. I didn't follow the season fully. Who's on The Sopranos?
Some
Like
guys,
Davey,
Gutuman,
I think
Salty.
Mackie.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the wrong
So,
team. That's not the right team.
There'll be probably a form of that team, surely, like for next
Yeah,
season.
I think so. I think Grutuman's
something
really
like
good.
that.
I think Grutuman's really good. I
What-
think the other players
He's a
aren't as
medic, yeah?
promising though. No, he's a scout.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. Okay. Okay, well, that's it for next season. I mean, there's a rumor here. Is this true? It's floating around. NA LAN with EU team going. Does anyone know anything about this?
I heard that
Fancy
rumor.
There's
I mean, Fancy, you've said that Mandem might not live, and the rumors circulating
Oh
that
no
Mandem
no
might
no
be
no.
going to an NA
Mandem.
LAN.
I mean for next season. Next season. I think Mandem will
Right.
definitely 100% play again. Don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about season here. Next LAN as well.
Right.
LAN might happen. But season, don't know. NA LAN is something that could be talked about if everything comes into play. Again, I won't get into that because nothing's confirmed. So yeah, it's all up in the air right now.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. I mean, how would you compare to the NA people? If the White Lotus they're good at NA, you guys said. So how would you compare? Because you beat the White Lotus here. I think you did anyway.
Now we
You came
tied.
first at you tied. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so
3-3.
how would you feel about going to America then and playing against those guys?
I feel
well,
confident.
all of them.
As I said, I played really bad versus them, but I know that if I was playing good, I would have actually destroyed them because they were not playing. It was like a pug, you know. So I could have just obliterated them. I didn't. That's what I mean. If I went to America, I would do that, and they wouldn't be ready for it because they didn't see it at poLAND 2026. But again, all up in the air. I think Americans are very good. I just think we're better, personally.
We got to have the EU bias. Eon, what do you think about Americans? The TF2 players, like how they play anyway.
They play a bit differently. There's some players like Jay plays very different to every other EU soldier. It's interesting, but I don't think my team would go to NA LAN because Mac's gonna get stopped on the trying to get to America because he has memes on his phone. He's gonna get sent to Guantanamo Bay, unfortunately.
But you'd win if that didn't happen. So that was
Oh, yeah,
never a
probably.
question.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
I think that sums it up.
Creative forces.
Yeah, I think we're done here. I mean, Kermit, have you got any more opinions to have?
No, don't think so. Unfortunately, shout out the Glasgow Fire Brigade. Zern wanted them to shout out. They deserve it. Big fire here.
Shout
it was
out
not
Glasgow
good.
Fire Brigade.
Shout out the Fire Brigade. Yep.
Fancy any shout outs?
Yeah. Shout Lardok, shout Lander, shout Doug, Al, shout Kuma Mixers, shout everyone. Shout out everyone, Piggles.
Very diplomatic. Eon, any shout outs?
Shout out to our chat. That's it.
Nice. I'm going to shout out J Max Chill because we've not mentioned J Max Chill on production.
Oh, shout J Max.
J Max Chill doing the wonders behind the scenes. I'm sure the spectators are absolutely loving all of the fancy animations and all the cool stuff whilst we waffle on. Is this going to go on again? We don't know. Do you guys like it? We don't know. Let us know. I don't know how you're going to let us know, but let us know. All right, that's it for the main call. See ya. Bye. 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 Go away.